Hello everyone, good evening to all of you. All right, let's get started today. I might just start the session because I know a lot of you watched the session recorded. So I'm going to start the session because so that in the interest of saving time for all of you. Okay, all right. Hello everyone. Oops. That was my phone that I had just set on the side to also view the channel so that I am broadcasting. Sometimes I might be speaking and then I realize things happened. I was getting used to YouTube streaming, but now I think I'm comfortable. I'll give it probably a minute, maybe, just while I set things up. And yeah, but let me put that on play mode. That should be better. Okay, I think I will get started. So welcome all to the class. This session is going to be about cube roots, and we're going to be discussing cube roots of perfect cubes, though, also doing cube roots of imperfect and perfect. For those of you who are not familiar with cube roots, maybe the younger grades, I'm not sure if you're watching, but I will help you understand a bit of cube roots. But before that, want to introduce you to Unacademy Ask a Doubt. This is a new feature. For those of you who are not familiar with it, I just need to give the value that Unacademy offers, so it helps you understand what the platform gives you. The feature is available to anyone for free. Basically, subscribers, non-subscribers can ask a doubt, and it's as simple as of course, creating an Unacademy account. You click on ask a doubt, take a picture, and select a picture or a part of the picture. Maybe you can crop it and then tell the subject, sit tight, and you will receive the solution soon. So it's great feature. I think that's a good good feature that you should make use of, because we all have doubts. Doubts is an essential component of our learning process. Unacademy Plus subscription is a subscription-based feature where you get a lot more benefits in terms of access to unlimited courses, access to top educators across India on one single platform. Of course, you have ability to download materials, post the session in a PDF format, practice tests and whatnot. So there's a 10% off on the subscription this month. So I suggest make use of it. There's a referral code that I can give you at the end of these slides to help you, if you need to make that purchase. There are new batches that start every day, especially for the CBSE class group in terms of 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So a lot of available content. So these are the pricing for Unacademy Plus subscription. Should you want to try it, of course, there's a lot of free features, free classes. You can, my suggestion is try it out. Only if you like it, subscribe to it. That's about 3,000 rupees a month. But if you use the coupon, you get a 10% additional discount on top of this. Unacademy Iconic subscription takes it to one level higher in terms of personal mentorship. Live doubt solving. You get weekly reports as parent teacher connect, and there's also a personalized learning plan created that helps you track. I mean, this is for certain learners that want to either get to their goals faster, or certain learners who take a little more extra time to get to their goals. So a separate subscription, but you get all the features of plus the additional things that I talked to you about, personalized learning. Right, this comes at a subscription price. You can check it out. It starts from 3 months, while Plus starts from 1 month. subscriptions, and that's also available. And lastly, Creative Corner. Creative Corner is a category in itself where you get access to a lot of content in terms of, be it music, be it Vedic Maths, robotics, or be it even communication, debating, public speaking. So these are skills that you would want to really build early on or discover early on. Someone might not know that they are a great storyteller, for example, but when they hear someone else doing teaching, or sharing the concept, sharing the experiences, you might get interested into it, and that might be a passion that you had it inside you subconsciously, but you never knew it. But you get the right guidance and the tips to excel in that field. And it's very important that you get these skills early on, so that you are able to build it as you grow, and you're also able to really know if it's really meant for you, and you have enough time ahead of you. Creative Corner also has features where you get featured on the YouTube channel as a star creator. You can actually demonstrate, for example, you're learning a Vedic Maths trick today, you can create a video and then send it to the Unacademy folks, and you will be featured on the Unacademy channel, right? So that's something good, because it improves your confidence in teaching others. You learn more when you teach others, when you're able to express that, and when others understand it, that improves your confidence. So as I said, there's a 10% off this month for you can use this code AnupYT10 for a 10% off discount on those prices. Okay, so download this app it's available on Play Store and App Store, and you can check out a lot of the free features without even subscribing. A lot of free features that you can try it out and then see if it works out for you. So that was a quick introduction on Unacademy. It was important that I share this, because only then you will understand the value. Sometimes these make a difference, right? If someone shares experiences and knowledge, it makes a difference. So we'll talk about cube roots today. Cube root. Okay, so first of all, what exactly is a cube root, right? So cube root of a number. So if you see this, what you have seen here, this is 4 into 4 into 4. Okay, so let me go back to that slide, and just so that I can annotate on top of it. Annotate means I can write on top of it, right? Okay, which color do I choose? Sometimes, okay, yeah, sometimes I have some of my students choose the color. Okay, so hello Karthik, I just okay, I just saw you sending a message out. All right, so cube root of a number. So do chat, do put some things in the chat window, so that I can know. But I'm on another system where I can see, so I might just be a little delayed by the time I see your message. Okay, so we're gonna find a very easy method to solve cube roots of perfect numbers. Okay, so what's the cube root of 64? It's 4. Why? Because when you multiply cube, essentially, so the cube root of 64 is 4. Okay, so it this is a cube, right? And so this essentially is a cube, right? And there are 4 sides, and you can find areas of cubes. So I may not just get into geometry today, but understand for now, because it's only half an hour session. I just realized that if I go deeper into it, but most of you, I think, would be familiar with cube root by now. Square root and cube root, right? Square root is if you square the number, then you get that number. So the cube root is just 3 times of it. So for now, just think it as any number. If I'm finding the cube root, if I get a number, if I multiply that 3 times, I will get the same number back again. That's all for now. And this is how you represent cube root, okay, as 3. You will learn it. If some of you have not learned it yet, you will get introduced to it sometime in your class. So as I said, what is 5 into 5 into 5? It is 25 into 5, so it's 125, right? So the cube root of 125 is 5. Okay, so we'll go through. I have put it in a table here, very easy table. Some of you might need to may already know it, but the cube, this is a cube and this is a cube root. Okay, so the cube, if the cube is 8, the cube root is 2. If the cube is 27, the cube root is 3. Why? Because 3 into 3 into 3 is equal to 27. In all these things, 4 into 4 into 4 is equal to 64. Here also 5 into 5 into 5 equals to 125. So you need to remember this, right? For the cube roots, what is the cube? Okay, or if the other way also, no? If you know the cube, you should know what's the cube root. right? So remember in this way, I tend to remember in this way. So 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, 216, 343, 512, 729, 1000. So if you memorize it, over some period of time, you will get a handle of it. Okay, so this is very important to know, and we will use this, right? Using this, you will be able to solve larger 6-digit number cube roots and all that. So it will help you. Okay. So now the other thing that you need to know is, suppose you have a number, right? 7, let's see, 343. Okay, if you have a number 343, the clue is that if the number is ending in 3, then the last digit of the cube root will be ending in a 7. The last digit of the cube root will be 7. Okay, so if the last digit is ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8, the last digit of the cube root will be a complement of 10. So when you add them up together, you will always get a 10. So it's very easy. So when I know if my last digit of a cube is 2, I know this. Okay, and this is very important. Okay, this tip here is very, very important, and we will see it in the examples. Okay, so if the last digit is ending in 2, of the cube is ending in 2, the last digit of the cube root is 8. And how do I know is, if you add both of them together, you will get 10. So simple. When you get a 3, you know that it's going to be 7. When you get a 7, it's going to be a 3. When you get an 8, it will be a 2. Okay, so that's one of the clues. And if the last digit of the cube is ending in 1, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, the last digit of the cube root will be the same thing. So that's why I put a picture of a twins here. Twins are going to be the same. So exactly the same. So if the last digit of the cube is ending in 1, the cube root will be ending in 1. The last digit of the cube root will be 1. Okay. If it's 4, it will be 4. Okay. So you can see this pattern here. Okay, see, when it is 8, I told you what, when it is 8, it is 10 minus 2, right? So the cube root is 2. When it is 7, say it is 10 minus 7, so the cube root is 3. When it is 4, I told you the twins thing, remember the twins, it will be 4. When it is 5, this will be 5, right? When it is 6, it is 6. 3, remember 10 minus 7, 3. So it is very easy to remember also. You know that 343 ka cube is 7, right? 5 and 2, it is 8. See, remember 10 minus 2, 8. 729, the last digit is 9. It is a 0. And 10,000, 1000, we know it's a 10 only, any which ways, right? So 10 into 10 into 10 will give you 1,000. So up to 9 is it's good enough to know, right? So let's try to find out the cube root of 12167. So the very first thing that I'm going to do, there are 3 steps to it. Okay, the very first thing, I will mark it in pairs of 3. Okay, so if I write 12167, let me, okay, here I am trying to find the cube of 12167. So the very first step I will do is I will mark it in pairs of 3. Okay, so it's okay if this pairs of 3 is not there. This can be also considered as a, it's a 0, 1, 2, right? So I can still say that this is pairs of 3. Okay, so now how many pairs of 3? This is the cube. Okay, you need to find out the cube root of this, right? This is what the answer is. So the first clue is how many pairs of 3 are there. So that means their cube root is a 2-digit number. Okay, that I can say for sure. That's guaranteed that it is a 2-digit number cube root. Okay, now see this in this last pair 167. What is the last digit? 7, right? Is this last digit is 7. So remember when I told you, when it is 2, 3, 7 and 8, if you do the last digit of the cube root will be 8, 7, 3 and 2, right? So when it is 7 in this case, so you know that the last digit will be a 3. So one digit is over. Now how do you find out 12, right? What is the cube? So now you focus on 12. So when you focus on 12, you need to see, where does this 12 come? 12 falls in between what? 12 falls in between 8 and 27, right? 12 falls between 8 and 27. So go and choose on the smaller side, what's the cube root? 2. So that's it. So your answer here is 2. 23 is the cube root of 0, 1, 2, 6, 7. You can check it in your calculator also. So your first step was first digit or last digit. So I'll go with the last digit first. If I find the last digit, I know that it's ending in a 7. So when it is ending in a 7, then the cube root will be, so this is the cube root and this is the cube's last digit. Okay, so last digit is ending in 7, so I know that the cube root will end in 3. So 3 is my answer. Immediately I get it. 0, 1, 2. This part I see on this table, right? If you memorize it, of course you will know that 12 falls in between 2 and 3. So basically the cube will fall between 8 and 27, between either one of these. Then pick the smaller side, not the larger side. Of course the cube, it will be, otherwise it will be a bigger number. So pick the smaller side, so it will be a 2, right? So when you pick that 2, that's how you get your answer 23. Let's look at a few more examples and get a little practice with that. See, 39304. I've written it down in the steps also, but let me, it kind of makes it easier when you see a lot of text. You get 39304. So as the first step was to what? To divide it in pairs of 3. First pairs of 3. Okay, first finish this pairs. This is okay. This also you can consider it as a pair of 3, because you can consider it as 0, 39. This becomes pairs of 3. So what will be the answer? The answer will be 2 digits. Now I saw that this is ending in 4. So what will be the last digit? As I told you here, the twins thing, if the cube is ending in 4, the last digit of the cube root is also 4 only. So I know that this will be a 4, right? And 39 falls between which cube here? In this 39, look here, 39 falls between 27 and 64. So I know that my cube will be 3. The first digit will be 3. It's between 27 and 64, right? So 34. So 34 is my, this is the cube and this is the cube root. Okay. (205). So let's look at another example. 205379. Let's look at another example. 205379. 205379. So again pairs of 3, and remember when the last digit is a 9, then okay, so I know that there will be 2 digits. Okay, so this is a cube, this is the cube, and what's the cube root, right? I know that there will be 2 digits here. So I know that there will be 2 pairs, so there are 2 digits. So now what will be the last digit? Going back by this clue, if it's 1469, if it's 9, it will be a 9, right? So I know that my last digit is a 9. Now what's my first digit? Where does it lie between? It lies between, so let me do one thing. I'll just bring this table here so that we always carry this table around, so that we can keep it here. We are solving this problem, right? Yeah. So where does 205 come in? It falls between 125 and 216, right? So this, my first digit will be a 5. So that is all. That is all that is there to this solving this problem. It's very easy. In under 5 seconds you can get finding cube roots of large numbers. Okay, so let's look at this example now. 328238. So first, as I said, marking in pairs of 3, we know that it is a 2-digit answer, right? And when it is ending in an 8, the last digit will be ending in 2, right? Because I told you about 2, 3, 7, 8. If the cubes are ending in these digits, the last digit will be 8, the last digit here will be a 7, the last digit will be a 3, and the last digit here will be a 2. So this is the scenario now, right? In this case it is ending in an 8, so the last digit is a 2, right? And then 238. So 238, where will it come? Remember from this table that I'm carrying along, where does 238 fit in here? Where does it fall? It falls between a 6 and a 7. Then you go for the lower one, right? It falls between a 6 and a 7, right? So the answer is 60. Oops. Yeah, so the answer is 62, right? So this is the right answer. Okay. 456533. Anybody has a doubt, just put it on the chat window. Okay, so not got feedback yet. So the step 1 is divide it into pairs of 3. Okay, so I have 2 pairs of 3, right? So I know my answer will be 2 digits, right? So 533. So remember, when it was 2, 3, 7, 8, when it is ending in 2, it will end in 8. When it is ending in 3, it will end in 7. It's ending in 7, it will end in 3. I'm just repeating so the concept is reinforced, because these both will add up to a 10. So it is very easy. So I know that when it's ending in a 3, the last digit of the answer is 7. And 456, where does 456 fall in? 456 falls in between what? 456 falls in between 7 and 8, right? So if you're very thorough with your sevens, you're very thorough with this table, you will be able to instantly find out, right? It's falling between 7 and an 8. So the answer is 77. Okay, so I think, yeah, that was a quick one session today. We're kind of almost done. The idea was just to introduce one topic. We're doing one topic a day in each session. I don't have a lot of questions, so I had kept some buffer time. If you have some questions, do let me know on the chat window for those of you who are on the session. So this, you're able to solve cube roots of perfect cubes, right? So perfect cubes means they're exactly, when you multiply 3 times, you'll exactly get that. There's no decimal place and all that. So there is a method to solve imperfect cubes also with decimal places and all that, but that, is a separate session. It's difficult to cover that, and it's a slightly different pattern. But this is very easy, and most of the problems sometimes, will be perfect cubes that, you can quickly, solve. Okay. So just to recap, if there are no questions, as I told you, you all know what's a cube root. Any number when multiplied by itself, that's the cube root of a number is a value that produces that number when it's cubed. It means multiply 3 times, you get that number, and you will see it when it is square root. That means when you multiply twice, you will get that number. Okay, so if, for example, the square root of 16 is 4. Why? Because 4 into 4 is equal to 16. Right? Similarly, cube root of 64 is 4, because 4 into 4 into 4 will give you 64. So this is a useful, this is how you notate or you represent a cube root. This little line like this with a 3 here, small 3 there. So that's how you say. So now just coming back to this table of 1 to 9, you need to know this by heart. What is a cube root of 8 is 2, cube root of 27 is 3, so on 64 to 125, 216, 343, 5112, 729. You need to know this by heart so that this will help you get the first part of your answer. Mostly you will get the first part of your answer. Last part of your answer you will get by knowing what the digit is ending in. So if it is ending in 2, 3, 7, 8, you will know that if it's ending in 2, the last digit of the cube root is 8. So 3, 7, because they all add up to a 10. See, they all add up to a 10, right? And if the cube is ending in 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, remember the twins, they are all the same. That's it. They are all the same. Always the same. Okay. So as I said what are the 3 steps to solving a cube root? You first mark the number in pairs of 3. In pairs of 3. That's the first step you do. Then either you find the first digit or you find the last digit, right? Either way. right? I prefer finding the last digit because it's very easy, right? It's like you get half your answer fast. The fastest you get your answer, the better, right? So that is why I tend to find the last digit first, because sometimes in some competitive exams you might get 4 or 3 or 4 choices, right? Cube root might be a part of the problem, but in some exams there might be a problem of cube root also directly. So if you get the last digit first, who knows, you might be able to eliminate a lot of choices faster, right? So in this case, yeah, we were solving 0 1 2 6 7. We did in pairs of 3. We know that for this pair you're trying to find out what is the last digit. 7 is the last digit for this pair, so the cube root's last digit will be a 3. So that is how you have written a 3 here, right? This 7, this 7. See how this matches. 7 and 3, 7 and 3. That's how that matches. Okay, and then the first part of your answer will be using this table that I'm carrying along now everywhere. You try to find out where does 12 lie in between. 12 lies in between 8 and a 27. So I know that I will pick up 2, and that is this 2 that you're picking up. So this is how you pick up these 2 and you form these 2 digits, and that's how you find the cube root. Very easy. Under 5 seconds you can solve large cube roots. 390039304. Remember, it was if the number is ending in 1 4 5 6 and 9, right? Yeah, so if it's ending in a 1 1 4 5 6 9, that's it, same thing. If the cube is ending in 1 4 6 9, the cube root last digit, this represents the last digit. Okay, last digit. So you see here 4, so it is 4 4 4. Now 39. So where does 39 fall in between? It falls in between 27 and 64, right? So this is 3, this is 3, right? That's how you get it. Okay, 205379. Remember what I told you about last digits ending in 1 4 5 6 and 9, right? So this is ending in a 9, so the last digit will be also ending in a, this is 9, so this is 9, and that's why that last digit is 9. And now 200